For this episode of Fish Poker, we go back at it to Las Vegas, Nevada, where we're gonna be staying at the mother effing Bellagio. Hell freaking yeah. Now this place is nice, very nice, but is it worth $300 a night nice? I don't know. There's buttons that you push that open and close the drapes automatically. There's a jacuzzi in the restroom, which is a pretty damn nice touch because I'm a peasant and I don't have access to damn jacuzzis, so I'm happy with that. Now, I think the best part of this hotel is the fact that I didn't get to pay a single cent. Hell freaking yeah, I got hooked up with this room. Shout out to our manager, Richard. Shout out to Osmar for hooking this fish up. You guys are the real MVPs. Now, the plan for today is to go to the Sahara Casino. We have a date, 6 p.m. We have a meetup game. It's gonna be myself, Close to Broke, Happy Face Holdem. We're hosting a meetup game. Hopefully a lot of you guys show up so we can have a freaking great time. But if not a lot of people show up, we're still gonna have a great time. And if no people show up, we are still gonna have a great time because we're in freaking Vegas. And man, if you're not having fun in Vegas, then you're doing Vegas wrong. Before we get on our way, do me a solid, click that thumbs up button, click that notification bell, click that subscribe button, and yep, that's it. Let's get on our way. Hell freaking yeah, people actually showed up. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that happened. And so I go on and I take my seat where the maximum buy-in is 500 bucks. I go on and I only buy in for 300 bucks because they don't take EBT at this establishment. So 300 bucks is just gonna have to do. For this first hand of the night, we're on the big blind looking down at a couple of snowmen. Or snow women. I mean, we're not gonna be assuming any kind of genders nowadays because we live in a stupid society where everything needs to be politically correct. So, middle position player limps and it folds all the way to our manager who's on the button and decides to raise it up to 20 bucks. Andre on the small blind goes on and he calls, and I'm not just about to call this and be bullied around, so I go on and I repop it to 75 bucks. The limper gets out of the way, our manager goes on and makes the flat call. Andre on the small blind must love origami because he decides to fold and we go heads up to see a flop of 5-7-4 with 2 spades. Pretty slippery flop without me holding a spade, and since I'm first to act, I throw out a chunky bet of 100 bucks with my overpair and my gut shot. Richard waves the white flag and throws his hand into the muck, and our snow people live to see another day and we take this pot down. Hell freaking yeah. For this next hand of the night, the casino has put out 2 extra chips into the pot, and the winner of this next hand is gonna get 2 extra squares in this football promotion thing that they got going on. And even though I have absolutely no idea what that means, I want those 2 damn extra squares. So when I look down at King Jack offsuit in middle position, I go on and I bump it up to 12 bucks, and our only customer is Jason to my left, and we go heads up to see a flop of 7-7 queen with 2 hearts. We flop absolutely nothing but backdoor possibilities, and of course that's not gonna stop me from taking a stab at it, so I go on and I fire off a bet of 15 bucks. Jason makes the call and we go heads up to see a king of hearts on the turn, improving us to top pair with the flush draw. It's action on me, and I go on and I fire off a bet of 60 bucks. Jason must have seen the movie Frozen because he looks down at his hand, shows me a queen, and lets it go. We win this pot, we give Jason one of our useless squares, and somehow I convince him to chug a beer with me.
All right, Mr. Jason. 1, 2, go. I win though, right?
Hello, nurse. Hell freaking yeah. We pick up these beautiful ladies under the gun and we bump it up to 12 bucks. The middle position player calls, as well as our origami loving friend Andre on the big blind, and we go 3 ways to a flop of 3-3-6 rainbow. Andre checks, I fire off a bet of 15 bucks. The middle position calls, Andre calls, and now I'm a bit worried that I might be getting trapped as we go 3 ways to see a 5 of diamonds on the turn. Andre checks, and I'm gonna go on and give up the lead here. I go on and I check as well, and our opponent in middle position ain't gonna take any of this checking crap around here as he goes on and he bets out $45. Andre gets out of the way, and of course these ladies ain't going anywhere as I make the call and we go heads up to see a 10 on the river. Backdoor diamonds get there, and I check with the intention of calling any reasonable bet, but that doesn't happen as our opponent goes on and checks. We show our hand and it's good. You know what else is good? Beer.
This guy dumping it all over himself.
Down goes Greg, down goes Greg. Oh, nice, that was clean.
What the hell? Now I'm on the big blind looking down at ace king offsuit. Our opponent in middle position goes on and he limps, and close to broke on the cutoff makes it $20.
What's up? The one and only Mr. Close to Broke, my man. At the time of this recording, you are a smidge
a smidge away from 10K subscribers, man.
Very true.
Dude, how do you feel? Like, I only have like 9 subscribers. Like, I could only imagine.
Honestly, I feel pretty great about it. I almost feel as good as you're about to hit 2K, right?
Yeah, I'm about to hit 2K.
So, if you're a follower of my channel, you're not subbed to him already, you know what I gotta say to you? You're
Tell
fucking up, buddy. Subscribe to my guy here.
Yeah.
If I'm being totally honest with you guys, this is one of the few people that are in the poker space that I watch all of their content religiously. So please help me out by helping him out and subscribe to him. Let's get him to 2K. That'll mean more to me than hitting 10K right now. It'll happen eventually, but help my guy out, please.
Listen to him. Kieran on the button makes it 20 bucks. It folds around to me, and I'm thinking whether I should raise this or just flat. Of course, raising is the best optimal option, as Ace King is just way too strong to just flat, but I've been raising and 3-betting and being aggressive all night, and I think it's time to mix it up. I go on and I just flat. The middle position just flats, and we go 3 ways to a flop of Queen, Deuce, Ace, Rainbow. I flop top pair with the best possible kicker, and I go on and I check. The middle position player checks, close to broke on the cutoff, who was the original aggressor, checks, and we go 3 ways to see another ace on the turn. I check again, the middle position checks again, close to broke checks once again, and we go 3 ways to see a jack of hearts on the river. If our opponent has king 10, then it's our stupid fault for slow playing this damn strong hand. But now that it's action on me, I surely have to go for value now, right? Wrong. I check again. The middle position is gonna go on and take a stab at it by firing 30 bucks. Close to broke gets out of the way, and it's time for me to go on and squeeze a little bit of thin value. I repop him to 75 bucks. Middle position doesn't look so happy with the raise, but I'm giving him such a sick price to call, and since I played this hand super mega ultra stupidly passive, he goes on and he makes the call. I show my hand, and of course we are good. It feels a little bit weird not 3-betting pre-flop with Ace King, but I've been trying and experimenting new things, new plays, and even though in this specific hand my limp got me somewhat paid, I'm not sure I got max value. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys always 3-bet Ace King? Did I play this wrong? Let me know. Hey, this guy.
Yo, what is up?
The one and only Mr. Tyler from Arizona. Great vlogger, great content. I'm gonna link his channel on the description below. Follow this guy, great guy. He came all the way from Arizona out here to be out here. So,
hell yeah.
So thanks for showing some love. Thanks for showing some support. Welcome out here. You know,
Yeah,
so
man.
you guys follow this guy.
Thank you very much.
The one and only Mr. Harry B. Poker shows up and sits at our table just in time for me to show him what a stupid bad player I am as I go on and I put out a double straddle of $12. There's 3 callers, and once it comes back around to me, I look down at this beautiful ace deuce suited. I specifically remember telling myself before the game that I wasn't gonna do anything stupid in this meetup game, but I just can't seem to control my fish tendencies. There's almost 50 juicy, delicious looking dollars out there calling my name, so I have to raise. I repop it to 75 bucks, and my only customer is Jim in middle position, who we go heads up with to a flop of deuce 3-9 rainbow. I flop a little chunk of that and fire off a bet of 75 bucks, and my opponent snap calls, which is never a good sign, and we go heads up to see a jack on the turn. I give up. I check to my opponent, and he goes on and he checks back, and we go on and see a 6 on the river. It's almost a $200 pot, and I really want to fire off here, but I feel my opponent isn't gonna fold anything he has, so I go on and I chicken out and I check. My opponent checks and turns over ace 3 for a better pair than mine. I later asked him if he would have folded if I would have fired a river bet, and he said that he was pretty committed to the pot and he was willing to call almost any bet, so I guess it was a good idea that I didn't fire a river bullet. So nice hand, Jim. Nice freaking hand. Okay, round 2. All right. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Now I'm on the cutoff looking down at pocket jiggities. Brad Owen, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, that's right, fishes. I'm sure you guys already know that I got a shout out from Brad Owen and his Hustler Casino meetup game. Hell freaking yeah, I'm so appreciative of that. I mean, thanks, Brad. I mean, I know you're probably not watching this, but anyways, an opponent in middle position makes it 10 bucks, and I'm gonna go on and 3-bet this to 45 bucks with my jiggities. Everyone folds except the middle position, who makes the call, and we go heads up to see a flop of ace 5 queen rainbow. It checks to me, and I fire off a bet of 30 bucks, and our opponent shoves all in for 100 bucks. The good old check shove is gonna work, of course. I go on and I fold, and my opponent later tells me that he had ace queen, that he flopped 2 pairs, so I'm glad he shoved and I was able to get out of the way. Nice hand, sir. Nice hand.
Any plans for a meetup game? A Deach meetup game?
I think the time for it will be whenever the Peppermill and Jason Somerville work out a deal.
Fun is key.
And
here.
if
you guys ever do one, man, we got one fish that's gonna definitely show up. Man, I'm from California, and I'll definitely drive up to Reno to go chop it up, man. Meeting you here was great, and man, it's freaking awesome,
yeah,
bro.
but I think the secret's kind of out, though. You know, I mean, you put on this whole act as fish poker, but I know deep down that you're anything but. So, you know, I think your secret's kind of, you know, it's out there now.
My man, thank you for coming, brother.
For this last hand of the night, we're gonna be looking down at Ace Queen offsuit on the cutoff. Everybody's folded to the hijack, who's made it 10 bucks, and I'm not gonna just call this. I go on and I repop it at 35 bucks. Our opponent in the big blind looks down at his hand and decides that it's time to go all in as he shoves his remaining 64 bucks into the middle. Our opponent who made it 10 bucks gets out of the way. It comes back to me, and of course I'm gonna go on and make the call, and we're gonna need a little bit of help as our opponent in the big blind shows us pocket sixes. The flop is 10-10 deuce, the turn is a 7, and the river's another mother effing 7, counterfeiting my opponent's pocket sixes, and our ace high is gonna take this one down. I'm sorry, brother, but poker is stupid. All right, fishes, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We went ahead and bought him for 300 bucks. We're out for 580, so not a bad day considering we've already had 2 continuous losing sessions on the vlog, so having a winning one definitely feels good, and we needed it. But I mean, it's important to show all the losing sessions as well, because we don't win 100% of the time. If you guys like poker related content, don't forget to click that thumbs up button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, that way you don't miss a video. I'll see you guys on the next one.